Hello, good day, everyone. Welcome once again to the Forsage Kinging Team webinar. I'm once again your host, King Sound Mind. I want to say thank you to everyone who has been consistent in coming on Zoom calls and following our videos and taking advantage of our resources. As you continue, I guarantee you will find what you seek because our resources are packaged with the knowledge that is needed for everyone and anyone to pull through in their journey in Forsage without stress or difficulty. Today, we're going to be talking about the two kinds of building we've discovered in networking or in platforms globally. And this type of building uh, are related to the way teams are structured in different platforms globally. And I'm going to also relate those things to what we do in our Forsage. And then I'm going to also be showing you practical examples of people who took advantage of the right kind of way to build a team and those who did the former kind of way of building a team and compare their results, then deliver to you the type of team building that is best and suitable for anyone and everyone to pull through in a platform like Forsage. So team building is one thing that is important in Forsage. I was watching a video of the creator of Forsage and he spoke this, and I quote, that if you are not ready to help people, if you are not ready to work with a team, don't get on Forsage. And then the reason why you are listening to this call, the reason why you are hearing me right now is because you are interested in not just yourself, but you're interested in helping other people and seeing to it that other people are receiving the kindness, the kind of thing that is needed for them to scale through in their life of finances leading to their financial freedom. That's the reason why you're listening to me right now. Because for many of us, we've searched for platforms for so many years that we have been looking for, not just for ourselves, but that we can use to help the next door person, the next door neighbor, there was somebody we see on the street, somebody we met on the shopping mall, our siblings. You see, we've been on a search for these kind of platforms, and then we found one. You see, because if you want to be successful in life, success starts with the word S. But you see, to be successful in life, there are three important S that is needed for you to be successful in life. The first S is the word system. Okay, if you want to be successful in life, you need a system. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that. All right. The second S you need to be successful in life is a strategy. All right. And the third one is the support. So incidentally, they are all S. And then success starts with the word S. In other words, if you want to be successful in life and you have these three S in your life, success is inevitable. Nothing can stop your success. If you have a system, if you have a strategy, okay, if you have a functional system, if you have an operational strategy, and if you have a support that's back of you, ensuring that you are on your feet, on your road to success. There is nothing that can stop you if you make up your mind. So system is also very important. In life, you either do one of two things or both. You either create a system or you partner with a system. I say that again. You create a system or you partner with a system. For example, the owner of Facebook today can never be poor because he has thought about people and he has created a system for people to take advantage of. And the platform Facebook has changed so many people's lives all around the world. And it's still changing people's lives today. And that's why he cannot be poor. He cannot. You see, and if you want to be in the same um, uh, road or path of people like the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and so on and so forth. You have to create a system. You see, but what happens if you cannot create a system? There is an alternative. You partner with a system. You create a system or you partner with a system. In our case, we are partnered with a system because somebody has created a system. Forsage was created by cryptocurrency enthusiasts, and we are partnering with that system. That's what we are doing, because it might take us a long time for us to build a system that might be widely accepted all over the world. But we have a system that is widely accepted all over the world, and then we are partnering with that system. The second thing, which is what I'm talking about tonight, is the strategy. In other words, the way you are going to go about in your system. Let me talk about the third one. Then I focus on the second one, which is the major point we're talking about tonight. The support. Support is when you have good leadership. One of the things that makes people fail in networking globally is one of two things: bad system or bad leadership. Bad system or bad leadership. If you have a good leadership, okay, people that are ready to support you, to help you until you grow and stand to your feet in such platforms, and the platform is good, is well, is working, is legit, there is nothing that can hinder your success in such platforms. So that's the support system that I'm talking about. If you have leaders, you have members of that team that sees to it that they work together with you, supporting you, giving you ideas, making you stand, that's the support system. And everybody needs a support system to be successful in life. So now the second one I was talking about, which is what the strategy, of which I said I want to tell us about two ways that people build in their strategy in team building. Two important ways that people build in team building. And I said the first one is when people build wide. In teams, people build wide. And then the second one is when people in their team, when they build deep. So the two kinds of building a team, of having a team structure, two kinds. Number one is what? Building wide. And then the second one is what? Building deep. All right. And I'm going to explain the two for you to understand. Building wide is when you get into a platform, all right, and because of what you know in that platform, you are only concerned about yourself. You ain't concerned about anyone who is joining you. You're only concerned about what you get to make from that platform, what you stand to make from that platform, from people joining you. So you might be somebody that has 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, 1,000 people. Okay, you might be that kind of a person. All right. So when you have this mindset of building wide, what happens is you get to make everything fall around you and you alone, and nobody else beside you. Can you see what happens when people build wide? That's the reason why in platforms that are building wide, only the leaders of such platforms get to make a higher percentage of the income rather than the team members. Because if a team is really a team is not in existence because of the leaders. A team is in existence because of the members. Say that again. A team is not in existence because of the leaders, but a team is in existence because of the members. The leaders and the members become a team. That means that when mutual benefit comes, it should be also cutting across to the team members and not just the team leaders. Without the team members, the team leaders cannot be known. But we've had platforms in the past that the mutual benefits only went to the leaders of such platforms. And that only happens when people are building wide. They don't care about who joins them. They don't care about who's working with them. Once they're able to convince you and bring you into the platform, they are done with you. They leave you to face your own faith. So they can have 1,000 people and then get all these 1,000 people registered under them. But I say this to you, that if you think like that, that's a wrong kind of mindset. That's a wrong kind of way of building things, of building teams, or building in a platform. Because when you do that, guaranteed you are going to make money. But the question is this: what is your plan for the people you brought into the platform to get results? What is your plan to ensure that the people you brought into the platform have results like you? Many people don't think like that. They think about themselves and themselves alone. And that's why we need to have a rethink. That's why we need to form a new mindset, a new way of thinking, creating new ideas, not focusing on ourselves, but focusing on the team. Okay, because leaders need to understand this. Leaders, if you're listening to me right now and you're a leader, understand this. Without your team member, there is no you. Without your team member, there is no you. So if you're going to receive anything on the team, it's going to be because your team members are receiving something first. That is the law of nature. That takes me to my second point of building in a team. And that is called the building deep. Building deep. And what is building deep? And what's the benefit of building deep? When people come to a platform and then they tend to build deep, what happens is that they have the mutual benefit amongst themselves. Not one person getting to make all the money in the platform, but this money is spreading across, cutting across all the members of the community before it goes to the leader. Of course, the leader is going to have benefits, you see, but if the leader thinks about himself before the members, then there's a problem. There's trouble coming, but he doesn't see it. He's blinded because of the little crumbs that he gets. All right. And he thinks he's actually making results. He's not making results. At some point, such platforms or such teams get stuck. And that's what has happened to many platforms for so many years. And that's why we're introducing to you a new way of building deep. And that's what we do. That's what we practice in our platform. That's what we practice on our team. Okay? We build deep in our Forsage Kinging Team. The power of 3 strategy. That's what we need. In other words, when I get to bring in my partners, or I am my partners that complete 3 partners, if I'm going to bring in anyone after my 3 partners, they're not coming directly under me anymore. They go directly under somebody on my structure, somebody on my team. With that, when I do that, I am saying several things. Number 1, I am saying that I'm not a selfish leader. Number 2, I am helping somebody on my team to have results, to move forward. And guess what? When somebody on your structure gets to see that he or she has results, the person might get signed up on the platform, but the person does not believe in the things that he or she has heard. But when you get to assist that one because of the work you're doing, and the person gets to see the result, it what ignites the passion. It wakes people up. It makes people come alive to what they're supposed to do, to the responsibilities, the credentials that they need to have to proceed in the platform on their road to success. Some people might not get there until they are assisted to do so. So that's how we help people on our team. We don't say that we're going to give you downlines. What we tell people is that when you come in, you are helping your upline to move, okay, you're helping your upline for his or her 3 to be completed. And once that person 3 is completed, that person is not going to put anybody under him or her anymore. Anybody coming under that upline goes directly under any of the 3 downlines. That's the way it works. And when you get to do this, think about it. It's like a law of nature. When you build deep, the money flows upwards. Think about it. When nutrients flows from the root of the tree, think about that. It doesn't go to the top of the tree. Where does it go to? It goes to the branches. You see, and from the branches of the tree, the nutrients also goes up to the tree. So when you are building deep, you are following the law of nature. Right now, I'm just going to be sharing my screen to show us some accounts in Forsage that people build wide and people build deep, and make you understand the difference between the two. So you can be able to use this to explain to people that this is the right way of building, not thinking about yourself, but thinking about other people. That's the right way to build. All right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen right away. Okay. Cool. All right, so I'm going to be going to the BUSD website. Now I'm going to be showing you an account of someone who is building wide. Okay? I'm going to show you an account of someone who's building wide. So I'm going to put in ID 211. So now this person, like I told you, is building wide. You can see from this account that this person has made $27,000 with 158 partners and 5,300 partners on his structure, on his team. Are you following this? This is very, very, very important. Okay, now this person has actually made good money. Like I told you that when you get to build wide, you're going to make money. But along the process, you'll get stuck. So watch this, watch this. What about all the people that he has as 158? Are you saying that all those people are having results? Emphatically no. Definitely not. You see, imagine if this person was building deep. But before we go there, let's just take a look at another account that people build. People build deep. I'm going to show you like the one we know popular on our Zoom calls, 3445. You can see the account 3445 here has made $35,000 with just 4 partners, okay, with how many? 1,200 and 520 partners on his structure, has made more money, more than somebody who came into the platform. Now figure that out, okay? Figure that out. Let's show that to you again. Okay, let's show that to you again. This is ID 3445. Now, the previous ID I showed you was ID 211. Now, it is said in platforms that if you don't, that you cannot make money more than the person who joined the platform before you. But we can see from my screen right now that is emphatically wrong when it comes to Forsage. This is one of the things when we talk about the unique selling point, the USP of Forsage. This is one of them, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ID 211 came before ID 3445. And ID 3445 has made more income more than ID 211. But what we see here is that this person is working with a strategy of building deep. And guess what? When you get to build deep, you make more money with lesser number of people. I'll say that again. When you build deep, you make more money with a lesser number of people. The other account we saw that here had over 5,000 people. And now this account has just 1,500 people and has made more income more than the person who had 158 partners and over 5,000 partners in the structure. If this is amazing to you, let me take you to another account so you can see what we're talking about. Now keep this in mind. This is just for the records, okay? So I'm going to show you this account. Now take a look at this account. Can you see this? Now with just 3 partners, okay, with 1,900 people, 974 people, this person has been able to generate $55,000. When you build deep, you make more with less people. But when you build wide, you make less with more people. It's simple. With what I just showed you right now, you make more money with less people when you are building deep, okay? And you make less money with people when you are building wide. That was with more people. So what would you rather do? Would you want to make less money with more people, or you want to make more money with less people? I'm sure your answer will be the second one. And to do that, you have to build deep. 3 partners alone is what you need, ladies and gentlemen. 3 partners. You don't need more than 3. And if we can all build deep together on the team, amounts like this is going to be gotten over and over and over again for every of our members on our team. This is possible. If we build deep together, we're all going to get there. So this is just an example of how building deep and building wide works. I've found out that almost everyone who tends to do Forsage with the understanding that they got coming from other networking platforms, which is building wide. Anybody that have been doing that in Forsage always gets stuck and they make less income with more people. But people who build deep in Forsage make more income with less people. This is one of the things I've discovered. And that's why we're packaging it in this video, sharing it with you. You see, and it's very, very true. You can do your research. You can check it out. You can check accounts on Forsage. This is what you will find as a trend. People who tend to build deep make more than those who are building wide. So why would you rather build wide? You don't even need a fourth leg. All you need, ladies and gentlemen, is just 3 partners. And that's all. That is all you need. So now I'm going to be taking one more thing before we call it the end of the call today. One thing I want to show us right now is the rules of the team, the rules of the Forsage Power of 3 strategy. Okay, the rules. The first rule, I mean, for now, we just have 3 rules that is very, very simple. I'm going to be explaining these rules to us, but I know that if everyone follows these rules, we won't have any problems on the team. And they are very simple, very simple. Okay, it's not trying to restrain you of your potentiality. I've shown you that your potentiality in Forsage comes with just 3 partners. So you might have 1,000 partners. Okay, if you follow the instructions that is on my screen right now, of which I'm going to explain, your ways in Forsage is going to be excellent. Good. So now the first rule we can see there is what? That you are not allowed to have more than 3 downlines. I mean, this is emphatically true and well understandable and true. I've made you understand. I mean, if you go to the Forsage website, for example, okay, if you go to the Forsage website and you go to the X3, and if you don't have our video on Forsage X3, there's a video on our YouTube channel, and then the link is also going to be attached to this video. You can check it so you can understand what X3 is all about. Now, if you look at the X3 in Forsage, common sense tells you, because X3 is where you get results from your direct partner. So, and when you see 3 slots on the X3, 3 spots on the X3, common sense should tell you that actually you don't need more than 3. You don't. Wow. Okay, so that's just it. So that's the rule number 1. That's the rule number 1. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So now, rule number 2 states that you are not allowed to overtake your upline. Let me explain that. You know, we said that you are coming into the platform with a one-time payment of just $80, and after your $80 payment, money is never going to come out of your pocket again All right. So now, how do you move in the platform? It is going to be from the income you've generated from your team structure, your members that are growing in the platform. Are we together? I hope you're following this. So with that, it means that your downlines are the one feeding you with the money to go to the next slot, and then you are the one feeding your upline the money to go to the next slot as well. So it doesn't make sense for you to overtake your upline. It doesn't make sense for your downline to overtake you. And that's exactly what we're showing you. All right. The only time that is only going to be on exceptional accepting cases. I'll say that again, exceptional accepting cases where an upline refuses to upgrade and then the downline is ready to move. Okay, then we will give orders for that downline to move ahead of the upline. But ideally, with the team strategy, we shouldn't go ahead of our uplines. Okay, because we are the one helping our uplines to move ahead of us. And don't forget that our upline also can assist us by putting somebody under us or putting somebody under our downlines to push our downlines for our downlines to now push us up. That work was done by our upline. So it doesn't make sense for you to now go ahead and go above your upline in upgrading. So how is that going to be controlled? You need to make sure before you make an upgrade, make sure you confirm from your upline if your upline is in that level. For example, if you're going to go to level 5 and you are in level 4, ensure that your upline has opened level 5 before you get in there. That's what we are saying. It's not hard. It's very simple to do. Say that to you again. If you're in level 4, for example, and you want to open the 5th level, level 5, all right, make sure you confirm, call your upline, send him a chat, send her a chat, ensure that your upline has activated the next slot before you do the same. Because if you do that before your upline, that income will not go to your upline. And we don't want that on our team. We want people that follows instructions, leading to teamwork. When you say teamwork, then we should follow the laid down principles. Cool. So now, the third rule that is there, we can see the third rule is that the first 2 income of every new level is for upgrade. So you won't touch it. Now, don't forget, let me explain that to you on the screen here. Okay. Now, I said the first 2 income of every new level, okay, you don't touch it. It's meant for upgrade. So now let me use that on the X3 to explain. So imagine you're on the 4th slot, okay? So you open the 1st slot, for instance, and then you're working with your downlines to meet you on the slot where you are. Once this first 2 comes in, you're not meant to touch it. You're meant to use it to open the next slot, because the equivalent of these 2 coming to you, don't forget that it's 100% here and 100% here, which is $40 times 2, that's 80. And that's the equivalent of opening the next slot. So you don't touch that first income that comes to you. It is meant for upgrade. The same thing also when you get to level 5 and then you're working with your downline to meet you in level 5. Once your first downline comes on level 5, you get $80, and second downline comes on level 5 again, you make another $80, and you take from that $80 times 2, which is 160, and you go to the next slot. Now, don't forget, I told you that since you are going to be going to the next slot, that first cycle is what you're using, only the first cycle. Every other cycle that comes in from then going forward on the previous slots, all the way down to level 1. In other words, if you move to level 5, for example, any income that drops on level 4 on the second cycle down to level 1, you can decide to cash out. You can decide to do that. It is only the first 2 income of your new level that you are told not to touch. Why? Because that first 2 is what is going to accumulate for you to go into the next slot. So now that is the understanding for the X3. Let us go to the X4 so I can explain that to you again. So on the X4, where you are supposed to receive income we know that you're supposed to receive income from the first three here. Okay, so I did explain that the first two, when this first two comes to you, the first two of your new level, if level 4 is your new level, once you get the first two, you use that income and go to your next slot. And then you know that on the X4, you still have this one revenue that belongs to you. And as well, once that cycle is done and you open the next slot, any other income that drops again, the full 300% here is yours from the second cycle going forward. It is only that first cycle that you will not touch these first two and you take it and go to the next slot, because the equivalent of these two is the equivalent of opening the next slot. So the same applies for level 5. Okay, when the first person comes here, you got $80. The second person comes here, you got $80, and you take that total and go to the next slot. And while you also expect this one, so once it comes in, that's yours. So it means that you're making money while you're upgrading the platform. So we don't need to rush. We don't need to rush. I mean, these are 3 important and simple rules that if anybody can follow, your success in Forsage cannot be underestimated. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that this is the best strategy on earth, working with the best platform on earth. That's it. And if you can focus on this, if you can put your attention to what we are showing you, everybody not just thinking about himself, but building deep, okay, having the mindset of helping people, because you know that is when people are helped, that is when you are helped. You are not thinking about yourself first before other people. You want people to have results. And that's why you are going to bring in somebody after your 3 people are complete and put it under that person on the team. Because you can also make money from that person you're bringing. But no, you're not putting that person under you anymore. You want somebody to have results. So you take that person you're bringing on and help somebody on the team. That's the real way to do networking. When you think about people, that's why it's called networking. We are helping people, networking people. So you cannot be doing networking and then only few people are seeing results in the platform. You are not networking. You are not. When you're networking, everybody in the platform needs to see results. They need to. They have to. Because that is what tells that the teamwork is growing, that the team is working. Thank you so much for listening to this call. If you have a question, you can always reach out to us, put a comment on our chat, or reach out to me. My name on Telegram is my username on Telegram is soundmind01, and also on the description of this video, we're going to be including our Telegram link so you can join our group. Take advantage of what we're sharing with you. You see, and it's for life. It's for life. As long as the internet exists, we're still going to be here talking about the same thing over and over again until it sinks into the heart of everyone, because it's real. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. And thank you for listening and have a wonderful time. Bye for now.